thanks for staying, of course. I just spread some links. And then we get started. So my plans today are to do a little bit of a Orb of Expansion farm, 1 or 2 runs before I start doing some regular things. So people that are new to the game, I try to farm a certain resource that is necessary to build new buildings. Because in this game, everything that happens here is being reset after you end a run. Well, except for the loot. And everything in the village screen we were a minute before stays between those runs. So just to give you a quick heads up, because I know that Albert here is new to the game, and I really hope you guys are going to enjoy that. This whole scenario I set up here is built to create situations where we face at least 4 monsters at once or more, and that's how I build up my cards. So just to give a quick explanation. I started this strategy today, and I wanted to farm at least 1 or 2 rounds before I go into something else. Well, the wonderful thing about Loop Hero is that it's a brilliant example of a easy to pick up game, which is still pretty difficult to master. That's what I really admire about this game. It's so easy to casually pick up the game, have some fun with it, no problems. But if you want to be really good at it, you have to understand a lot of mechanics and dive quite deep into how things work here. I really dig that. I mean, this game received a overwhelmingly positive reception from the Steam community, and that's always something special. Steam players are really nitpicky people, and a overwhelmingly positive review is something quite special. Too bad that playing RimWorld always grows so tiresome to me. I always want to play at least half an hour or an hour longer, but I always notice that I start to grow a little bit tired, and well, taking breaks is necessary, I guess. Now, so I have here created my first cluster of 4 spiders. The chrono crystals make the monsters spawn quicker. Alright. So far, we weren't lucky. Alright. No, why is the window now behaving like that? Alright, now it's okay. The game really needs a borderless full screen setting. That's the only thing I really hate about it so far. You can't go borderless full screen. Not as far as I know, at least. And if you go full screen, the game mutes itself whenever you tab out. And that's a little bit annoying too. So, alright. Let's go like this. I want those Orbs of Expansion because I can unlock a river tile with these. So basically all these tiles I'm placing down with the cards, they all give different bonuses, and therefore whenever you unlock new things, you also unlock new mechanics and new gameplay elements, and that's always fun. Hey, Huron! Yeah, I try to do more often 2 streams in a evening. The river tile has to have some cool combos. I really hope so, because 15 Orbs of Expansion is so costly. I really got some expectations for that thing going on once I have it. I mean, acquiring this tile is so complicated that it even made me come up with the Orb of Expansion farming guide, because I figured I wouldn't be the only person thinking about some way of acquiring these. And so far the strat here works out quite decently. It's It's very simple, and you can play it in Act 1 too. And here we go, Orb of Expansion, it worked. 5 enemies at once, bang, good job. I love it when a plan comes together. Also, we're using the battlefields to spice up the thing even more, because a battlefield creates a chance of... filling out a map gives quite... well, you only receive them if you have a battle with 4 or more enemies, so I manipulated the game a little bit to make that happen more often, but I've seen from your screenshots that you did some runs where I think you just kept playing after you killed the boss, didn't you? That was what we're seeing on those screeners where you just filled the entire map, because I never did that. That's why I'm asking so thoroughly, you know. Alright, double this. Yes, I tried to kill the boss as fast as possible. Me too, me too. I really think that killing the boss ASAP is a really good strategy if you want to keep going real long, for a really long time, because the boss only grows stronger the longer your loop goes, and therefore killing it fast is only beneficial for you in general, at least unless I have misunderstood something along the lines. Well, you do know though that there's a maximum cap on the materials, which you can acquire per run, which is increasing chapter by chapter. Alright, we're only going to go for one more turn and then I'm going to go into chapter 3. I really want to try to beat that tonight a little bit. Well, I guess what you're doing should be probably the best way of acquiring resources in this game. As far as I've seen things, I think grinding it out like that must be the most lucrative and easy way, because I feel like the game is, once you hit a certain stability point, turning easier and easier. I guess so, I guess so. So this didn't work out as I wanted it to, but that's okay. I just don't want to hang out here forever with these projects. I just wanted to try it out one more time. Especially I don't want to farm out these Orbs of Expansion all at once, because it's just tedious if you just do the same thing all over. Rather farm 1 or 2 here, then 1 or 2 there, and at the end of the day you got a few. Because we are right now at 4 of them. I mean, I really want more of those, because the warehouse would be really powerful, I think, as well. If I understand that correctly, I must be able to equip 10 more supplies after that. Not really time efficient, yeah, no. Probably not, but it doesn't fry your brains. Like short-term runs, I always feel like they are really quite exhaustive. Also, I hope that we get at some point some sort of template saver. That would be really cool as well. Alright, no chrono crystals for the next one. I want the deserts. Do I want the rocks? I don't think so. I'm gonna play some warrior tonight, because I feel like doing some. So, ruins or not ruins? Well, yeah, let's take ruins but no swamps tonight. I really like that mix-up, but I want the blood groves here too. Lanterns, yes please. And treasuries, let's try that. Groves and spider will give some... Yeah. I don't... I really like to keep the spiders among themselves, and combining spider cocoon with the chrono crystal gives you insanely quick spawns. I realized wolf rats can be quite dangerous after all, especially the higher the tier goes. So here goes some chapter 3 gameplay. Oh yeah, a battlefield. I love that. Battlefields are among my favorite tiles. We acquired an old painting. Increases damage done to boss by 4%, yeah. Really like to allocate these things. Well, I discovered that from Act 3 on, Oblivion is such a important resource. Sometimes I can't even place down more forests without Oblivion, because I feel like these forest villages are among the worst things to spawn for a warrior. I really think they are super easy with a Necromancer, because the Necromancer just doesn't trigger the counter effect on himself, because the minions take that all day long. This is really powerful in my opinion, because they can just... It takes a while, but it's easy. Good night, Yoga. Happy you joined. Really, really happy you joined. Have a good night, and see you tomorrow, I hope. Alrighty. So this is the first time I try out the warrior without mountains. It's gonna bite me in the back, I guess. Alright. I really do like the deserts, though. I feel like deserts are so cool because they amp up your own regeneration, they make your own sustain more powerful, and they make the enemies die faster. As far as I did my theory craft so far, I felt like this deck probably works better with Rogue. Possibly, yeah, I was thinking about that too. I want to experiment around tonight a little bit more than usual, because I realized that with Chapter 3, I'm still lacking a few resources. I really want to have rivers, for example, or at least one warehouse. Because I feel like Chapter 3 for me is quite hard so far. The extra abilities on the monsters hit like a truck, and it's really difficult to stay alive like that for a longer period of time. I literally haven't made it yet a single time to the boss of Chapter 3 yet. I mean, I didn't invest too much time lately, but nevertheless, I feel like the moment when everybody has at least 2 skills was quite scary. I mean, yeah. A lot of the skills are not that important, like these skeletons being less vulnerable to range damage. That's very unique. You can collect the green orbs also in... green orbs, which ones are we talking about right now? I don't know which one you mean. If you mean Orbs of Evolution, I found out that these are easiest collected, in my opinion at least, if you place down a few swamps with a warrior and farm them with the retaliation damage of the helmet. Swamps create a lot of Orbs of Evolution. To me at least, they were so far the most steady supply of these things. A treasury, nice. You do you. Oh yeah, Grove, I like that. It's the 3rd time today that I acquire both wheat fields for the village without the village. So, Chapter 3 also features skeleton archers for the first time. They didn't show up before. Oh yeah, regen per sec. More regen per sec, awesome. Early game I really love to rely on regen per sec instead of vampirism. When the damage numbers are that low, vampirism is just not that powerful. Well, let's lantern this. You never used swamps, I see. Well, they sound way more dangerous than they actually are. Although the mosquitoes got a pretty nasty skill from Chapter 2 on, which makes them explode for a lot of damage if you don't kill them in 7 auto attacks from them. So I always love to whip out the warrior against them, because the retaliation damage from the helmet makes just short work of them, and you don't suffer too much damage from that. It's really a nice combo. I really like that one. And as far as things go, they were the best source of orbs of evolution so far. These items are just a little bit bad. Okay. Sad. Ooh, there we go. That rapier? Oh man. Orange equip. Most of the time lately I really dislike orange equip more than I like it. Still looking for the desert combo. I want to try out what happens if I put down a meadow in the center of the desert. I don't think that does anything, but I want to try. Okay. Oh, more vampirism on that piece of code. Let's do that. I don't care if I have a little bit less max HP. That doesn't matter at all. These few percent, they really don't matter. Oh, a forest. Nice. And my first perk. So, treasure hunter. Oh yeah, I wanted that. I've been hooked bad on this game. It's really that good, I know. I stopped myself from playing it a few days ago. Oh, what other one? I already saw the title there in the Discord. So I should probably look it up. If it hooks you up, it might be some fun for me too. Care to summarize what it's about? I'm curious. How can one skeleton dodge that much? Okay, let's place down tactical JRPG. Oh, I see. Now that's fun. Okay, Quadra Worm. I hate those guys. Attack speed 10%. Too bad. That's why we run forests. That's... oh man, that's so unfortunate. I hate orange gear. I really feel like the orange gear could use some love. Where you form units out of multiple characters. Okay. I'm gonna give it a look. Blood Grove. This time we killed all 4 scorch worms. That's rather unusual. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely curious about that one. Hope it's not too costly. Did not know I wanted to play a tactical RPG like that. Oh well, tactical RPGs are really cool, as long as they are well made. Alright, that didn't do anything. 21 euros, okay. Well, not exactly costly, but not exactly cheap either. Typical. Well, if you want to, I'd be super grateful, my man. I'd be humbly accepting your gift and have fun with it. Alrighty. I see. I like your stance and opinion to these things. I'm like that as well. I gotta say, the other day I fired up the Seralim stream because I do like the dev behind the game as well. I really admire the passion of that guy. It's like, the game might be over complex and stuff, but at the same time it's a game where you really notice that somebody is investing most of his lifetime and passion in it, and I really like that when stuff has that feeling. It's also the reason why I play Amazing Cultivation Simulator that much, because you really notice that the guys who made the game are really into that stuff. They really love what they do, and that's the most important trait about gaming, in my opinion. Let's put up the big shield there. So, thank you so much, Joran, for your generosity. It's really awesome of you. Not only towards me, but also towards the devs. So, looks like we're going to do some tactical RPG tonight. Look at that! Or, not tonight, this week, I mean. Look at that chest bonanza. That's Treasure Hunter in action. Wow. I'll take the card sharp. Usually don't take that one, but let's see. Games with a small team like this often have a certain personality that bigger studios lack. Yeah, that's so true to say. I don't know, lately I felt like a lot of big gaming studios are... how to put it? Disappointing me a lot as of lately. Yeah, that's the word I would like to use. There were so many big disappointments. Not only stuff like Cyberpunk, but there was yet another game. I don't know, I can't remember which one. We got 2 Orbs of Expansion out of that. Wow. Who needs to farm these if you can't do it like that? So, probably they want to make the games they like instead of asking some market share quotas first, yeah. I feel like what I wanted to say the moment before was I noticed that lately so often when a AAA studio is behind a title, lately I started to be cautious whenever that happens. Like, I just wait what the reviews say before I buy that. I wasn't like that. I turned into somebody like that the past few years. I don't know why, but for some reason, stuff just doesn't work out like it did in the past. I can't even put the finger on it how it happened, but I feel like the dollar matters too much with the games as of lately. Which is a pity, but, you know, I do understand that. Big teams need to be paid, after all. I want to be careful with the thickets there. Last AAA title I bought that I feel confident, the Yakuza. Well, the Yakuza series also looks kick-ass, like, and it had very positive reviews as well. Yeah, well, 60 euros, okay. But at least you are able to say it's worth it, you know? Totally forgot that I had treasury. Oh dear. Treasuries are so good if we would use them. Well, as of lately, my biggest issue is always the time with games. Like, I don't really got the necessary amount of time I would need for all the gaming stuff I want to do. And also we are quite low. Good old rat wolf threat. Rat wolves are all fun until they are not anymore. I don't know why, but there's always a tipping point with rat wolves where they start mauling me. And I'm like, what just happened? Why am I dying like that? But we're probably gonna be fine, because I got plans. Let's use the village here and heal ourselves for a little bit of HP. 81 damage on that skeleton, like, so much ouchies on these enemies. I really feel like the monster growth is very, very noticeable at this point. The monster power growth. Oh no. I don't think I'll make it. I don't think I'll make it. I was too greedy with that loop. Oh no. The loops of dooms. Well, probably that's gonna... Nah, it's not gonna save me. These worms are so powerful. Reaching per sec, okay. Yeah, I'm quite donezo. Skeletons and gargoyles, yeah. Well, with the gargoyles, they at least gargoyles don't rack up to such insane numbers. Like skeletons, once there are a few of them, I feel like... Yeah, well, okay, that was only one as well. You're right about that. The base damage of skeletons is just insane, in general. That won't be making it, I guess. Let's see. Well, nah, never mind. Rip. Aw, man, that double evade, though. Nasty. Oh, well. The healer's hut would be one more potion and one more refill per loop. That's also very powerful. Hero can rest before fighting a boss. This keeps happening to me with Chapter 3 a lot lately, that I keep going too crazy. Let's go for a rogue run. Why not? I almost haven't played the rogue at all, because I was that unhappy when I went for a boss. But that's actually nonsense, because the rogue is really good at looting the loop. I always felt like you need a certain setup and a few preparations for the rogue to really also kill bosses. But I've heard that people went really good with crit and attack speed builds with the rogue. Didn't find the time yet to try that myself. So the first necessity is definitely the necklace for some virtual HP. Very, very important stuff. Let's do this. So how does this work? Do you just DM? I think the easiest way is that we're going to connect our Steam thingies. I'll be sending you a code which you can use to find me, and then that's the easiest way I've found so far. So just don't want to do that during the stream. I'm going to send you that number later or tomorrow. I hope that's fine. Works fine for you. Because I won't be finding time to test out that game tonight anyway, so... One thing at a time. Magic Amulet, but I want the maximum amount of virtual HP. So now we're going crazy. All I need now is attack speed. Rogue starts out with a low amount of vampirism per se. I really like that. Because there's, as far as I've seen, no other way of acquiring vampirism for that class. Probably later on there might be, but as of yet there is none. There are still two items that I never equipped so far. There's a quiver-like item and a belt. I wonder if there's still a archer character class that I haven't discovered yet. Or if I just get the option to build more arsenals later. I have no clue. That's something I really kept wondering about. Oh yeah, I like that one. Another weapon, and let's keep like that. I feel like the cracks are indication that it's a work in progress. Well, the game is officially completed. It's not a early access after all, you know? So that's why I'm wondering that much. But nowadays, games are never truly completed, so probably you're right. Oh, a Vampire Mansion. Oh, they are... Vampire Mansion turned into such scary things ever since Chapter 3. Chapter 2 made them already quite a nuisance, but now they are super deadly, I feel like. Alright. But I really grow... Or no, I really think more and more that the rogue might be one of the best classes to just farm stuff when you want to go when you want to go fast. But I should probably start avoiding spiders with that class. There seems to be a similar problematic situation, swarming enemies that impede your own attack speed. That's just a pretty nasty combination for that class. So, nah, I don't see any good spot where to put down the Vengeance yet. The rogue feels super strong when you survive the first 4 loops. Well, I had the same impression, yeah. You just rack up such insane amounts of attack speed and damage in such a short time. At some point I started one-shotting enemies really scary fast. Oh, here's the amulet I was looking for. So I wouldn't have used those forests without the Oblivion card. Because honestly, these forest villages are probably one of the worst things a rogue can encounter. Because their counter damage just hurts too much. Way too much. But at the same time, I feel like the forests are probably one of the best things a rogue can encounter in this game. I really like how well the game works on messing with you with every single positive thing you can encounter. The village does heal you, yeah, but it also buffs a monster into a 200% HP version, and the list goes on with a lot of things. So many things are problematic in this game if you overdo them, except for Meadows. Meadows seem to be your friend. Alright, let's see. A tier 5 sword with extra magic damage. Me like. Attack speed, me like as well. Very low base damage, so no thank you. Tier 6 amulet, oh yeah. Well, I'll take that higher EV, and let's see. Child of the Forest, a rat wolf may come to your aid. Pickpocket. I'll take that one. I really like minions in general. Minion cards or minion skills, I feel like are always super powerful. Speaking about super powerful, I'm not using the Vampire Mansion on the village here. I think if I would have wanted to do that, I should have done that a lot earlier. Oh yeah, cemetery. I'm still a little bit sad that the cemetery and the battlefield don't have any special interactions that I've discovered so far. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I didn't find anything. More meadows. But so far, I'm almost taking no damage. That Red Wolf trait is really going strong here. That bad boy dealing some nice damage. Alright, some ruins finally. I was already wondering a second ago where my ruins are at. Prompt delivery. A level 8 armor. Sick. But apart from that, I'm really not that lucky as of now. But 148 virtual HP per fight are nothing to trifle with. I really love the amulet, and I feel like the rogue without the arsenal is such a weak class. But with the arsenal and access to the to these items, I feel like he's really, really powerful. I want some Oblivion. I mean, I never tried to play the rogue without the amulet, but I figure that it should be quite a painful experience without. Because that you would be basically relying on your vampirism and your EV, and that doesn't sound like something that goes too well. Ooh, we got our first blood golem. Alright. So Hyorin, which chapter are you at? Already past chapter 3 or already beaten the game? So I want to do this like that. Still need to beat chapter 2. Yeah, I felt like beating chapter 2 felt like a pretty big challenge, honestly. And I don't know how I would have done it without the Necromancer, honestly. Felt like the Necromancer was one of the easiest ways to tackle that challenge. So, no, this one is good. Okay. Trying not to die, so I never summoned the boss yet, I see. Well, I did quite the opposite. I died to it so I know how it works, and then I grinded chapter 2 for a quite long time until I did a second attempt. Because I'm always kind of coward. But so far I got the feeling like the rogue is working out a lot better here in chapter 3 compared to the warrior. Maybe, but I think the deck that I used wasn't really good for the warrior either. Right now I want to beat that chapter to make a guide about it, but yeah, well, need to finish that first. Right now I didn't even manage to spawn that boss a single time, so pretty far away from my goal here as well. So many villages and no Oblivion. Dang. That's so sad. So, Flesh Golem. Dying Strike and Heavy Hand. Every hit done to the golem increases the chance for a critical hit. Oh my god. Well, I mean, these skills. This thing has 120 damage. It won't die until it deals its last hit, and it gets increased critical chance thing. Max HP is quite important on the warrior. Yeah, I figured, but I wanted to try out once without. Was a bad idea. Okay, but you know, I'm quite fond of the idea that every stupid idea should be at least tried once or twice, because sometimes I'm not right about what's stupid and what's not. But turned out that you were right about the importance of HP for the warrior. But I really do like the fact that, let's check this out, Withering loses, okay, this thing is even weaker in chapter 3, crazy. I really, I forgot my train of thought right now, not that important. Okay, Surveyor, yeah, let's try that. I really like the Surveyor one, more healing. Alright. Really want another Oblivion card here as fast as possible. I want to place down another village. But the bandits spawning after the second village, I don't know. I have a strong dislike against enemies that are able to destroy my gear. It might be only a 5% chance, but little do I care. A 5% chance of destroying my gear is nothing I want to face ever. Alright, the Gladius, the Polearm. Ooh. Colored armor. Wow. Oh, I like that one. 20% attack speed sounds really delish. Alright, probably the last round on this loop, but at the same time, I was that successful so far. I want to give it another chance. I didn't even sip my potions in the larger scale. So far, I feel like the rogue might be my most appealing candidate for beating the next chapter, or at least farming enough stuff to try out what happens afterwards. I think there should be a forest village quite soon. Man, I hate this. I hate these worms fleeing. This is one of the most annoying traits I've encountered ever in this game. It's so horrible because it's so strong. Alright, let's not place down more spiders. There we go. Alright, those memory fragments, well, I don't really want them. I got so many villages though. Really sad about that. Alright. Wow. Takedown on these enemies is so fast. Well, let's do this like that. Hooray! Another battlefield! And there we go. This damage is so insane. What's that? Presence. Alright, let's see what this brings. This could be one of the more problematic fights here. And all of a sudden everything goes bad because of the ghost of a ghost. I love it how everything can go according to plan all that time, And then there's one fight and everything turns into a bloody mess. I love this about this game. Alright. Oh, nice. But this time I'm leaving. Oh my god. The greed. No, I'm out of here. I'll rather keep that and upgrade my stuff. Unlocks the Smith's Forge card. Oh my god, I've never tried out that one. So mud huts get more slots. Alright, there's still so much to unlock, and I'm not too surprised anymore about the fact that I got this many problems. But I feel like I want to stay focused now on the river tiles and see what that'll bring. So I'm going to say goodbye for tonight though, because I'm honestly quite tired, and it's been a blast, and I'll rather stop while it's still fun. So we're going to continue this tomorrow, and I thank everybody here hanging around. Hjorn, I'm going to do the friend code thingy now, and yeah, hope we're going to see each other tomorrow again. Sleep well, and yeah, nothing more to say. See you soon, friends. Bye-bye.